Okay, folks, I'll be back just a couple seconds. I got to finish eating the last of my steam bun for dinner. Okay, welcome back. Okay, so our plan is to gather a little bit more scrap metal. And get ready for our forge.
This pack is getting too heavy to carry.
Let's see how much cloth we have. We still have lots.
I could eat a horse.
Okay, let's see if we can get scrap metal.
Anything right about now.
I think that should be enough. So we left some back there.
barely walk with this much gear.
Okay, let's go. Wolf.
I'm starving.
Yep. Hello, folks. Welcome in, lurkers. We need the food.
Come on, little fire. Oh, yeah. That's a good one. I'm not going to be able to carry this load for much longer.
Actually, let's put some things down. Oh, we can make forge. That's good news. Ruler! Yeah, we got the deer. We stole it from the wolf. So, I finally turned in my application for the librarian job in my neighborhood. Now it's just a waiting game to see if I get a call in. I suspect there's only a couple things that will... Uh-oh. There's a bear. This is bad news. Let you go. Let you go. Yeah, the bear is going around the corner. Nope, it didn't last. No, not worth it. Can't keep it going. Won't stay. Okay.
I'm not sure I can carry much more.
Oops. Okay, let's see here.
This pack is getting too heavy to carry.
Okay, let's raise some sticks.
Come on, little fire. Come on. Perfect.
Let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. That's 10. Okay. What do you know? Oh, we've got plenty here. Hey, we're good to go. Okay, let's see. What do we make? We made the hatchet already, so we can go ahead and make the knife.
I can barely walk with this much gear. I think I need to lie down.
Where are we at with arrowheads? 12. Okay.
I am too tired to think straight.
Oh, I can't believe it is Friday tomorrow. The week's been kind of interesting week. I've gotten some things done, some things have gotten stalled, some things have been disappointing setbacks. Big project that involves AWS at work is basically hit a roadblock, and we have no idea what's going on, and the expert has no idea why things aren't working properly. So we are going to have to come up with a plan B, which I'll work on tomorrow morning. See if we can find a workaround. Yeah, like I said, I am happy that I finally turned in my job application for this local position. And I don't know, we'll see. I think they want someone to start pretty soon. I forgot to include my availability date. That is one thing I should have had in the letter, and I forgot to include it. So I know what my graduation date, or what my course completion date is, but I should have indicated that I'm actually free to start sooner. That was a mistake on my part. But hopefully if they like the rest of the application, they'll ask me to clarify my availability. Yeah, I looked over everything, I thought I had it all. It was just like, oops. Yeah. So I got here 8 hours. I think we have probably enough now. Oh yeah, we got more than enough. We can afford to lose a whole bunch. Okay. Okay, we got everything we want. Yeah, one of the other things I haven't done yet is I haven't put in a open, I don't know how to, open expression of interest to Hinterland. I'm really not certain what kind of role they would have available for me. I would love to have something that was related to like narrative design or like running creativity workshops or something like that, but it's a long shot. I doubt they'll have anything specific like that, but it would be cool if they did. I'd love to have consulting work. Hinterland. But I figure it shouldn't hurt to at least throw out that email and see what comes out of that. Okay, let's see.
This pack is getting kind of heavy.
More daylight. Who's that there?
Come on, little fire.
Those of you lurking, joining us for the first time, perhaps. I'm Babbaginator. I stream The Long Dark. Let's throw out a little bio thing here. And here's our current challenge. We're doing a no match run. That's right, we're doing Matchless Interloper. No matches allowed. Have to survive with just Flare, Firestriker, and Maglins. So we're best run so far was 39 days. And this one looks like we might be on track to beat that. Okay, let's
Come on.
get the fire going here. Yeah, you can tell we like doing these kind of silly, ridiculous challenges.
Perfect.
Sun went away. Okay. Yes. Well, maybe we'll just put these on. Uh-oh. That's no good.
I'm not gonna be able to carry this load for much longer.
I think the smart thing to do is stay on the ship. We found our way here, we stay here.
Oh, so cold. I wonder if I can drop any of this gear.
Okay, I'm gonna bet we don't need the hammer anymore, so let's leave the hammer here. I'm not sure I can carry much more. Let's see here.
Man, this pack is...
Okay, so we are forged. We're on day 19. Almost 20 days, no matches. See if there's anything else we can break down. Need to make more porridge.
I wonder if I can drop any of this gear.
Yeah, we can start a fire. I'll take it. Then we'll go inside and boil water.
Come on, little fire.
Actually, we can stay here. This is a pretty good spot.
sure I can carry much more.
Okay. Oh, and
Man, this pack is getting kind of heavy.
actually, we'll leave it out here.
Come on, little fire. Come on.
Ooh. So last night was my Wednesday night D&D group, and we had quite the quite the encounter at the end of the session. So this is a little adventure I wrote a while back during the pandemic for fun, and I've since run it many times as sort of a good intro one shot. And so basically the premise is, I probably mentioned before, it's a group of, everyone in the party, all the characters are retired elderly adventurers in a retirement home for former heroes and sages, and basically all the high level folks retire to this community up in the mountains. And it's a good life, but it's a boring one. And so for the most part, they've forgotten everything that they used to know. So they're effectively all third level. But they have, they vaguely remember all the great heroic things they were able to do in the past. Anyway, so that's a setup. There's mysterious noises in the below the retirement community on the hill. Like they can hear something subterranean happening, and food has been disappearing, and people have been disappearing. So they decide one night when they hear a disturbance in the kitchen to go and investigate. And so that's how we get set up. So fast forward a bit. They discover that there's a group of kobolds trying to steal one of the horses in the stable. And the horse in the stable is a war horse by the name of Darkfire. And every single time I've run this adventure, Darkfire ends up being the MVP of the combat. I just roll really ridiculously well on all his attacks, and he seems to max out on damage a lot, which is pretty scary. So in any case, this is what happens. Like, even before the party can fully get into the stable to rescue Darkfire, he proceeds to like decapitate a number of kobolds in the round, like in the first couple rounds. And so they instantly fall in love with his horse. So later on, they discover some potions of enlarge, fire breathing, and cold resistance. And so the party decides that there's this hole in what used to be the rec room that descends into this large cavern below, which is mysteriously frozen over with ice. And so there's like this ice lake below them. And they decide that they're going to take Darkfire, and they are going to levitate Darkfire down after feeding Darkfire all 3 potions. So what we get then, by the time Darkfire arrives at the bottom of the ice lake, is an enlarged, so he goes from large to huge. He's a huge warhorse who breathes fire, 3 times in an hour, and is completely resistant to cold. And is the most terrifying thing on the ice. It just towers over everything else. It kind of looks like a horse-shaped dragon. It's just terrifying. So yeah, they had a lot of fun with that. So next time they're going to find out who is the mistress, who is the person that the kobolds have been stealing things for. Which is surprise, surprise. White dragon, wormling. Although I might bump it up to a young dragon to make it more interesting.
I wonder if I can drop any of this gear.
There's a bear out. He won't leave yet. Okay, where's the bear going to?
I'm not sure I can carry much more.
Did he disappear? Have to come back for the guts.
Come on, little fire.
Yeah, let's go find some sticks. That's not very useful. Okay.
Man, this pack is getting kind of heavy.
Okay. 2 pieces of meat. Okay, let's try to make it back to... Okay, let's make it back to Hibernia. Wolf attack here in a second.
Wonder if I can drop any of this gear.
Another wolf, another wolf. Now let's see if anything else is cured. Probably staying the night here.
I'm not sure I can carry much more. pack is getting kind of heavy. Wonder if I can drop any of this gear.
Okay, let's slip on through. It's going out. Going in.
Come on, little fire. Come on. Oh, yeah. That's a good one.
Okay, let's pull some new torches.
Not sure I can carry much more. is getting too heavy to carry.
Okay, so next goal, with a crumbling highway. I think we'll be able to get started. Craft our no, we can craft. We can craft our arrows. Maybe get our bow in.
Barely walk with this much gear.
We go. We stay.
Come on, little fire. Perfect. Feels like night is coming.
Let's skip the hide for now. Moving along. Moving along. Oh, wait.
Starting to feel numb.
Okay, let's see how many torches we have. We have enough.
I'm not gonna be able to carry this load for much longer.
We're not going to try to pick up everything. We'll just pick up what we see. I don't think we're going to go anywhere. Yep. I'm not worried about light since we have flares and we have the lantern and lots of fuel stills. So we can afford to stay down here, do some crafting. No, well, except for that. Poor Muse, thank you for the raid. Planet Crafter.
There's no such thing as an excessive amount
Matchless,
of onions. All the world is an
well,
onion,
although
and we
we're
are
probably
merely
getting close to the time
onions
to
upon
wrap
it.
up for the night.
Sayori knows this,
Day
so she eats another
21.
onion, and she eats another onion, and she eats another
So
onion,
we're
and she eats another onion,
about
and she eats
18
another onion,
days
and she
away
eats
from
another
our personal
onion,
best on
and
this
she eats another
challenge.
onion, and she eats another onion, and she eats another onion, and she eats still another
We
onion,
finished,
while going inside where I can't see her eating onions anymore.
foraging. I'm just waiting
Onion.
for stuff to finish curing. Oh, we do have cabin fever risk. So probably should spend some time outside. Did a shout out clip thing on your own channel. Hey, cool. We're probably not going to stream very much longer. It's getting late for me. Get some sleep. A long day. I spent most of the day working on a job application, which I finally finished and turned in. And then as soon as I turned it in, I realized I forgot to include a line that listed my availability date. I was like, that would have been helpful. Because it's a little confusing since I technically don't finish my program until mid-August. But the reality is, the only class I have left does not meet in person and is a collaborative research project. So it kind of just works on its own time. So I technically could start working right away. And then my other university job is, capped at 15 hours a week. for summer, and then goes down to 12 and a half in the fall, which will be the last time I get to do it. And
This pack is getting too heavy
that
to
too
carry.
I could do. Do on weekends or during the evenings. So. Okay, request for someone else's poem. It's cold. Ooh. Okay, I'm gonna pause briefly, read someone else's poem, then we'll figure out where to stop this stream, where to stop tonight's run, and go and read someone else. So, okay, friend. So I actually mentioned this poet in my letter, so. Mm-hmm. Okay, this is entitled Dancing in Odessa. It's by my friend Ilya Kaminsky, who is originally from Russia, came to the US. One of the things I find kind of unusual about him is he's a deaf poet who loves doing performance. And so it's an interesting juxtaposition. He's very charismatic, but also it's a different sort of experience. But the poems are fantastic. Dancing in Odessa. We lived north of the future. Days opened, letters with a child's signature, a raspberry, a page of sky. My grandmother threw tomatoes from her balcony. She pulled imagination like a blanket over my head. I painted my mother's face. She understood loneliness, hid the dead in the earth like partisans. The night undressed us. I counted its pulse. My mother danced. She filled the past with peaches, casseroles. At this, my doctor laughed. His granddaughter touched my eyelid. I kissed the back of her knee. The city trembled, a ghost ship setting sail, and my classmate invented 20 names for Jew. He was an angel. He had no name. We wrestled, yes. My grandfathers fought the German tanks on tractors. I kept a suitcase full of Brodsky's poems. The city trembled, a ghost ship setting sail. At night I woke to whisper, yes, we lived. We lived, yes, don't say it was a dream. At the local factory, my father took a handful of snow, put it in my mouth. The sun began a routine narration, whitening their bodies, mother, father, dancing, moving, as the darkness spoke behind them. It was April. The sun washed the balconies. April. I retell the story the light etches into my hand. Little book, go to the city without me. And that was Dancing in Odessa by Ilya Kaminsky. Okay. Yeah. Let's see. We'll hop back in here for a second and we will check and see what we need to do to wrap up. We would like to avoid cabin fever. There's a couple risky things here we could do. one. We can go to the cave. Get rid of all the meat on us.
I need to find some place to escape this cold. Degrees. Hey, Wisek. We left our bedroll back inside the cave. Inside the mine. Okay, so we can't. Oh, that's stupid. Wow. Yeah, that was thankfully, mercifully, a short blizzard. Oh, we're already out of our cabin fever rest, too. Yeah, that was almost a disaster. I forgot and I left my bedroll next to the workbench.
can barely walk with this much gear.
Oh, I guess we could go down and craft. That would probably be the smart thing to do. Yeah, we're almost there. Okay. Okay, so you can make 9 more arrows. Okay, what we should do, need this as well. Let's get it out of our inventory. No food poisoning. Nope, got food poisoning.
I feel like I'm gonna die.
Treated. We just need to sleep for 10 hours. Yeah, we have nothing else that's poisoned, so. Oh, I guess we had the... Good enough. Okay, we are all done. I don't suppose our guts are anywhere close. Nope. Nope. Of course not. Okay, so last thing we're going to do is we're going to take everything to the entrance. And then do a walk in, walk out, or walk out, walk in save. Guess we should prepare our burdock because we need to eat it. And step out, step back in.
I'm not going to be able to carry this load for much longer.
Okay, so we are currently on day 22. We have now .22 arrowheads left, 12 arrows made. Okay, saving 22 days, update our counter, and then we'll be done for the night. We'll read something and then we'll move on. Okay, yeah, we kind of went a little crazy on arrowhead making. Okay, let's read a poem to finish up here. I don't know. What do we feel like here? Yeah, I need to send out this weekend. I need to buckle down and actually start sending out submissions again. Let's read something. Okay, something from the first book. Okay, this is a poem entitled, this is from The Lost Country of Sight, published by Anhinga Press in 2008, winner of the Philip Levine Prize. This is a poem entitled Elegy for Gray. Elegy is a poem that is dedicated to the memory of, usually written, to commemorate or to memorialize someone who's passed away or something that is gone, something that's missing. This is entitled Elegy for Gray. Not quite cloud or brine, the color of drifting ash, or a birch's thin pale at twilight, this aftermath of fire, half-toned sleep of the closing eye of the dead. A potter's hand full of watery clay, slip, what fills the cracks in old brick walls and ships beneath the greening moss, fossil color of bone, mother of pearl, what lurks behind faded ink, newspapers shedding their skins, the wings of egrets poised at the water's edge, wind over graves, snow at dusk, the water's film running backward, to sorrow, to lament, Vesuvius dreaming, gravel roads turning northward, the soft gleam of unearthed pearl or hair, with the waves return, sorrow, driftwood, worn tires, bits of chrome, weathered in precision of photographs found beneath squirrels flickering in the dark-limbed trees. From the shadows birds call, unnamed, unknown, like a man pointing through fog to the sound of oars, or the unseen shudder of gulls, the distance, the light failing, a suitcase in the rain, what we do not say at the close of night. So Elegy for Gray came about because, in a way, weirdly, it was inspired by the editing process for this manuscript. And I can't remember if I wrote this in response to the comment that came from my editor, or if the poem was already in here, and then it just really amplified the whole point of her comment. But anyway, she had noted that the first 25 poems in the manuscript all had the word gray. And she said, do they all need to be there? It's like, is there something specific about the word? Are there opportunities for you to use different metaphors or images or language, or do some of them not need to be there at all? And so she invited me to rethink, so that there wasn't this preponderance of the same word all over the place in the first half of the book. So this poem, I can't remember if I wrote it because of that, and I kept on thinking, what are other ways to say gray? What is gray in my mind, in my sort of the language, the vocabulary, the legend of these poems? What is going on with the word gray? And so I went on this kind of associative, journey, thinking about all these different things that I associate with the color gray, or the word gray. And that's kind of how that poem came about. Okay, so we're going to wrap up here. Find someone to raid. Each poem was just a remix? Yeah, something like that. Okay, so what have we got? Potown. We probably should visit Potown. Okay, so let's get Potown. Get a raid over to Potown. So I'll be back. I think the plan is to be back Saturday night. So I think as long as there's no conflict, I should be on Saturday night. So I'll see you then, and until then, take care. And good night, all. Join me on the raid on the other side.